Welcome back to my channel. I'm Angie and this is Our Contented Home. In this week's video, I'm going to take you along with me as I continue to work in my booth and reset it for spring. This takes me several days and I like to start with pairing colors together that complement each other. And the theme for this month is going to be garden. And so I've pulled together some pinks and greens and purples and just some whites, and then I've got the baskets for texture. And I'm just going to pair these all together in my booth and stage it so that it just looks beautiful and it reminds you of a spring garden. After I've pulled everything together that I want to put in the booth for this month, I write out a price tag for every item and tie it on each item. I will put a link in the description box below for the price tags that I use in my booth. Okay, we got it packed. This is a light trip. That wood beam, I had it from my other house. I was going to do a mantle with it, but I don't need it in this house, so I'm going to sell it. And I've just got some spring stuff. So let's take this to the booth. When I get into my booth, I realize this piece needs to be painted a fun color for spring, just to brighten it up. And so I'm going to take this out and take it home with me and repaint it. But I need to decorate this table so that it will be a nice display until I get my table back in the booth. And as I've said in other videos, this is a process, and so most of the time I decorate it and then I take it apart and redo it. And so it's just a process of what you like and what really looks good. And I end up changing this table after I stepped back and looked at it. This is just a creative process for me, and I just keep working with the different items that I have. And since I have a color scheme, it all works together. It's just a matter of getting it to fit together in the small space that I have available. So make sure that you watch until the end of the video, because I will show you the entire booth and how I ended up styling it. And don't forget the table that I took home to repaint. I've got to bring it back and put it into the booth. Here's the table that I brought home to redo. You can tell the top is scratched up from just things sitting on it, and this white just needs freshened up. So I'm going to take my paint. I have this Fusion, park bench, and casement, and I don't have enough of either to paint the table. So I'm going to mix them together and come up with a custom color and paint this cabinet. I want it to look like spring. I want it to be a light green, And so I'm going to see what I can create with these two paints. This is one coat of paint and I'm loving this color, so I'm going to finish it up and get it back to the booth. So now I'm going to add this painted table to this vignette, and you'll see how adding height in your booth really takes it to the next level. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and you can also find me on Facebook and Instagram at Our Contented Home. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.